Good Monday to you, everyone. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. Another video update. We did the first one of these Sunday afternoon. We're going to do them every day this week, even though I'm technically on vacation this week and won't be on 21 News at 6 and 11 as usual. Andrew DePaulo will have you covered on the TV side of things. I'll be doing some updates from home on social media and via YouTube, and we've got so much to talk about. This is going to be a very high-impact couple of days, so let's not waste any time and let's get right to the details. First of all, pretty quiet weather over the next couple of days, including today, which is Monday, and Tuesday. Even Wednesday looks fine as well. Then we expect some rain to push in as we go into Wednesday night. So let's look at, we're going to look at one model simulation here, but understand that while there are some differences amongst our models when it comes to some of the details, the general big picture idea for far eastern Ohio and western PA is just about the same on most of our models now. There are some important differences, especially off to our west for places like Dayton, Indianapolis, Detroit, Toledo. But for far eastern Ohio and western PA, and again, that's kind of where I'm based. For those who don't watch me on TV, I'm a Youngstown, Ohio-based television meteorologist. We're going to focus mostly on that region. And for our region, there are subtle model differences, but not big ones. And so we're not going to show you every run of every model here. I'm just going to show you one model simulation as far as the sequence of events here. And this is Thursday morning at about daybreak. Some rain trying to push in. Now at this point on Thursday morning, temperatures may be pretty close to that freezing mark. So as this rain pushes in, it may actually be freezing rain for a time first thing Thursday morning. And this might catch some people off guard if this were to occur, because most of the focus is on Friday and into Saturday. First thing Thursday morning, though, we'll have to watch out for maybe some slick surfaces in some parts of the area. I think the overall flavor, though, for Thursday into Thursday night will be rain, as we will get above freezing on Thursday, and we'll stay above freezing all night Thursday night. So rain showers at times. The problems are towards daybreak on Friday. So this is the model simulation at about sunrise Friday morning. Low pressure up here, our cold front barreling eastward at this point, and temperatures from west to east will drop precipitously. I mean, it's going to be a dramatic temperature drop. And look at all these black lines. These are what we call isobars, lines of equal pressure. When these black lines are packed tightly together, that means wind, and a lot of it. And we're going to see wind coming in a couple of different bursts. One will be with our front Friday morning. Another will be as we go into Friday evening and into the overnight. But first thing Friday morning, rain will change over to some snow. Accumulations are going to be pretty modest. You know, we're not looking for a, double-digit snow amount here across far eastern Ohio and western PA. But every flake's going to count. And with the rapid freeze-up that will occur first thing Friday morning, and then you get a small or modest accumulation of snow on top of that, it's going to turn into a real skating rink across a lot of the area before Friday morning is through. Now, Friday during the afternoon, I think we'll probably get into a relative lull. Now, it's going to be just brutally cold, and the wind will still be an issue. But I think for a time Friday afternoon, we probably won't see much snow falling from the sky. There may be snow blowing around from whatever accumulated earlier in the day, but actual snow falling from the clouds will be at a relative minimum for a time Friday afternoon. Towards sunset Friday evening, and especially as we get deeper into Friday evening, conditions will deteriorate rapidly once again. As snow showers start pouring in, the wind is going to be especially problematic as we go into mid-evening on Friday, and I would not recommend travel at all if you can avoid it, probably after sunset Friday evening for a lot of Friday night. So we'll see snow showers come and go Friday night. By Saturday morning, Christmas Eve morning, Saturday the 24th, probably we're not seeing any sort of heavy bursts of snow at this point, but there'll be some flurries around. And even though, snow will not be particularly intense, every flake can still stick. So even if you just have some fairly innocuous snow flurries, it's going to be in the single digits. And everything's still going to be really slick Saturday morning. As we go later into the day Saturday, as a lot of people might be heading off to services for Christmas Eve, Saturday evening. Maybe you're heading to your destination Saturday evening, wherever it may be. Just know that it's going to be blustery, very cold, wind chills still well below zero, and some flurries still around, and probably, still some very slick conditions on a lot of surfaces. By Sunday morning, Christmas morning, this is when we are kind of in the wind down phase. There's going to be some flurries here and there. It's going to be really cold Christmas morning. but I doubt we'll see as much wind by Christmas morning, and overall it'll be a somewhat more hospitable day on Sunday as compared to Friday and Saturday, even though it's still going to be not very nice outside. So let's look at temperatures. This is, again, late Thursday night, Friday morning. Now, again, this is not going to be probably exactly as the temperatures will be first thing Friday morning, but it'll be something like this, where you have a gradient across far northeast Ohio, northwest PA. It could be 40 or better at 7 a.m. Friday morning. Columbus in the single digits. And the air mass, of course, is heading this way. So we're going to go from something like the upper 30s to the single digits, probably over the course of a couple of hours, 3 hours at most. And so by early to mid-afternoon Friday, look at these temperatures. These are not wind chills. These are the actual air temperatures modeled on the European model here. And while I'm just showing you one run of one model, we have pretty good model agreement that this will be kind of the general idea Friday afternoon. Air temperatures in the single digits, with howling winds creating some brutal wind chills. And I think by Friday evening, this is especially going to be when the wind is at its most problematic. Afternoon and evening on Friday, these numbers may be a little hard to see, but we have some modeled wind gusts here of 50 plus miles per hour. This will create not only perhaps some blizzard or blizzard-like conditions, but a real possibility of power outages. I am concerned about that because you don't want to lose power when it's in the single digits. And it's going to stay in the single digits, not just for a couple hours. It might stay in the single digits from Friday afternoon through first thing Sunday morning. So power outages could be a real problem, especially if they are long lasting. And with these kinds of wind gusts, that could be something that transpires. Now, you're going to probably hear the word blizzard thrown around some, and I just use that word. Is this a blizzard for our area? I think we could meet the definition of a blizzard at times, especially Friday evening. And what the most commonly used definition of a blizzard is 3 or more hours where the visibility is a quarter mile or less and the wind gusts are 35 miles per hour or higher. The definition does not include snow falling. You can have blizzard conditions just from blowing snow. You don't need snow falling from the sky. I think there will be snow falling from the sky at times Friday evening. So it'll be possible that we'll have a few hours where the visibility is a quarter mile or less and the winds will be gusting well over 30 miles per hour, especially Friday evening. So you don't want to be on the roads Friday evening. If you can really avoid it, you absolutely should do so. And that'll be the case most of Friday night into early Saturday morning. So wind is going to be an issue for blowing the snow around. Open areas, if the plows come through and temporarily make a road a little bit better, if you're in an open area, blowing snow can create all sorts of problems on those same roads, even though they might have just been plowed. All right, so wind chills will be well below zero at the end of this week, Friday night, Saturday, probably into Saturday night, Sunday morning. But look what happens in the week between Christmas and New Year's. We're not going to be in the deep freeze forever here. I do think there'll be a real nice thaw in that week when a lot of people are off, work and school, between Christmas and New Year's. It's not going to happen right away. We'll still be below freezing for probably a couple of days after Christmas. But by New Year's, we might be above average. So there are things to look forward to in the longer range. But take this seriously. Make sure that if you have friends or family who don't typically stay in tune with the weather, they may not be all that weather savvy, they may not have a bunch of weather apps on their phone, and they might only casually check in with the weather every now and then. Make sure you're spreading the word to them that, hey, this is something we got to take seriously. It's time to start thinking about and implementing Plan B. If you have travel plans before Christmas, particularly Friday into Saturday morning, it's time to probably make some different plans. If you have people coming into town, whether they're flying into Pittsburgh, they're flying into Cleveland, Canton, Akron, driving to our area, if their plans include travel during that kind of 24-hour window, Friday morning to Saturday morning, it's time to start making some alternate plans, because I suspect, especially Cleveland, up at the airport, could be, there could be shutdowns and all sorts of, big time delays starting Friday morning. On the roads, the Ohio Turnpike might be especially prone to travel restrictions at times, Friday morning, and then again Friday evening through Friday night and into Saturday morning. And I'm sure there'll be other road restrictions as well across our area. So again, you're going to want to avoid travel if you can during that 24-hour period, especially Friday morning through Saturday morning. All right, that's it for me on this Monday morning. I'll have more updates, of course, on social media, including YouTube, over the next couple of days. Have a great rest of your Monday. Thanks for watching, and stay safe. this week, everyone.